don't even know how we just randomly met each other through social networking, and then all of a sudden I said, hey, Kevin, I want to give you a call. I want to hear about your company and what you do, and the importance behind your company as well. And then we just started talking, and then now Kevin's here from Southern California, flew in today. So I'd like to introduce Kevin with Ark Collective.
Whoa, microphones are crazy. How's everyone doing?
Great.
Nice little dinner Xavier prep for us, no? Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm vegetarian. First and foremost, I want to thank Jonathan for setting this unique event up. I'm so honored to be in a room with so many special individuals who have all shown one of the most important things in being a leader, and that's perseverance. You guys persevered through that crazy weather out there. So let me see here. My mom was like, Kev, what are you going to talk about? I don't know, I'm going to feel it out, dude. See what's going on in the room. So it's been a kind of an interesting week. I woke up on Thursday and my body was telling me, hey, you're getting sick. I'm like, no, I'm supposed to go to Sacramento. So I went to Mother's Market and got carrot juice filled with garlic, cayenne pepper, ginger, all kinds of crazy medicinal Indian Navajo tricks, and it didn't work. But it did mentally, because 99% of illnesses are all mental. So anyways, I'm so just honored to be here with you guys. A little bit about my story. I grew up in Southern California. I was born in Tustin. At the age of 13, I moved to Newport Beach, where I went to high school, and I was introduced to the ocean, which was not a novel situation. It was just a new thing. And I grew from there, went to college in Boulder, Colorado, which is a great place. I don't know if any of you guys have been there, but it's cool. And it's an area that is a birthplace for many open-minded things. And from there, my mom, who was so nice to join me today, asked me, hey, will you come to USC, because I teach there, and I want to have lunch with you on Thursdays. I said, all right, I guess so. I like lunch, so let's have it on Thursdays. So I transferred to SC, and while going to SC, I was sitting on a couch, and I was like, wait, what am I going to do when I'm done? And that's when it dawned on me that I had a couple ways I could move myself. It was one, I could start working with someone else, or two, try and do something on my own. And the one answer I did have, though, was whatever it was, I wanted to make sure that I was giving back to the community that fostered my growth. And that same night where that little ding hit me, I called one of my friends up, and I was just like, I want to do this and that. And he's like, yeah, well, my mom happens to be a school teacher. I'm like, oh, rad, all right. And I'm like, well, Mrs. So-and-so, like, what do I got to do? And she's like, well, there's all these students that go to school every single day in LA that don't have adequate school supplies and backpacks. And as a result, that really tarnishes on their self-esteem and motivation to go to class every day. And I was like, you're kidding me, right? In LA? I go to school in LA. I live in South Central. I don't know that this is going on. She's like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, all right, boom. Hopped on the Google internet machine, typed it in, what's going on in LA? And it was the truth. There was 1 million students that were living under the poverty level. And as a result, they don't have adequate school supplies, backpacks, and it really affects them every single day. And I was like, all right, dude, let's do it. Let's start making backpacks. And with the backpacks we sell, we can sell one and give another one to one of these kids and help them go to class. And we like to call it sailing. Because Ark Collective is a vessel that was created to give back to the community. It has no biblical reference. Just about, like when I was 13, I found out about the ocean. I like sailing. So it was that simple of a concept. I had no idea how to make backpacks. I didn't even know where to start. I only knew that I wanted to help these kids out. And that was back in 2009, the summer of 2009. And I still had another semester left. And I just kept on researching and learning more and more, just talking to people. Whoever I met along my route, I would just say, hey, what's your story? What are you doing? I didn't care if it was a homeless person or if it was Bill Gates. I was going to ask him the story. And that was what's cool, is everyone has a really unique story. And they just need a little place to share it, wherever it may be. If a coffee shop, you know, an airplane flight, whatever it is, just ask someone what their story is. And that's what people like to do, you know, is they just like to share their stories. And if you can create an avenue for them to do that, you can do some cool stuff. So anyways, we started making backpacks after I learned, after 6 months. And yeah, we hit a little hiccup in the, what was that? In the August of 2000, what was last year? What year are we in, man? Jeez.
2010.
Time flies, man. Holy
2010.
crap. Oh, 2010, yeah, it was 2010. In 2010, the August of that year, we had a little hiccup because backpacks are made with hands, and hands make mistakes. And unfortunately, some of our bags were defective. Not in the sense that they weren't backpacks, just in the sense that they didn't look like the backpacks that I had designed. But that was all right, so we made some new ones, and we figured out, and one of the things in Ark Collective we do is we don't throw anything away. Anything that comes into the warehouse, we find a new way to repurpose it. What's up? What do you got to say? That's what I like to hear. Wisdom in a 2-year-old. I love it. So, anyways, yeah, so these bags came in, they were messed up. We said, hey, let's put them aside, we'll make some new ones. And coincidentally, the first day we started selling backpacks was the last day of the back-to-school season. And for a lot of people, like myself, at that stage, I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Holy mackerel. So we found some cool ways to get some bags out there, and we've hosted several give-backs now. And but through all those messed up situations was how we grew into a company that we are now, you know. If everything was rosy, we would just probably be, I don't know what we would be. But that's besides the point. So yeah, we got the bag, we had some give-backs. Everything that comes in, we don't throw it away, which is cool. We repurpose stuff. So, for instance, bags that come outside of the backpacks, like this backpack was actually one of the messed up ones, so we painted on it. And that was the birth of Artist Series. And we're like, wait, they come in polyester bags. There's only 2 things you can do with a poly bag. You can either throw it into a landfill, or you can fill it with trash that's on the beach. So that was the birthplace of Treasure Tuesdays, which is a weekly event that everyone in Ark Collective participates in, as well as anyone else in our community. Actually, C.H.A.N.C.E did a Treasure Tuesdays. Thanks. Yeah, just a weekly service event where you put something together and say, hey, let's clean up the beach, let's go to an after-school tutoring program, let's go to a soup kitchen, let's go to a foster home. I don't even know, whatever. Let's go knit with, you know, nursery homes, whatever it may be. Everyone in this room has some special talent. It doesn't have to be, you know, going to Mozambique and building wells. It can just be in a micro level, you know. And that's the most important thing, you know, that once we do a Treasure Tuesdays with a new group of students or old people, I don't even know if they're old, they're just young old people, they're like, wait, this is so cool, you know. I just spent a couple hours of my entire week doing a little bit to give back to the community, and it was really special. Thank you guys. Thank you for showing me that it's just that easy, you know. Because I was calculating on my hand, I was like, wait, how many hours are in a week? And it was 168, I think I'm right. Yeah, 24 times 7, 168. And if you spent 2 hours out of that week giving back, that means 1/84 of your week was spent helping someone out. If you could spend 1/84 of your week doing that, start there and see where you're at next year. But yeah, I think that what's cool about this was, as Jonathan mentioned, was refocusing your lens. And being open to refocusing your lens is very important, because we all have lenses and they all need to be refocused and sent to Ritz's camera and make sure that, you know, your 35mm is still shooting correctly. Just seeing where you're at, you know, think you change every day, but being open to changing is really good. And just realizing the power of just, you know, using your hand to help someone else. Just using yourself, you know, and just giving that gift back that someone gave you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. I love questions.
Yep.
What's up?
I can say for one thing that one of the most valuable things that these foster kids love, and we have one benefactor in Placer that buys bags for every one of our kids.
Yeah.
when you bring those up there, and they've got calculators, rulers,
Totally.
pens, tablets, these are things these kids have never had.
Yeah, I guess I should probably show this video then. I mean,
It's
at first
incredible.
I was like, wait, I don't want to show a video, but I guess I'll show a video. So I'll show you a video from one of our givebacks, and I actually recently refocused my lens in regards to the givebacks we host. Is it cool? Is it cool? Cool. Good morning, it's Kevin from Ark Collective. We're at Hughes Elementary today hosting our second Give Back. I feel so privileged to be here representing the whole Ark Collective community and look forward to a tremendous day of giving out packs. The coolest part is when we get to come out to the Give Backs and just see the kids that we're helping firsthand. You know, the smiles that you see on their faces are so huge, and just the amount of stoke in their eyes. You know, you can't measure that.
More and more, we need our children to take the textbooks home. So having backpacks and using the backpacks on a daily basis is very important. So having a backpack to me is a must. It's a tool that children need to have. And those of you who are involved in providing backpacks, again, is certainly appreciated.
I do every day. Hey, I work in South Central. I know.
Free jackets, shirts, nails, backpacks, books, cream, toothbrush, everything you wanted for a normal life.
So that was our second give back. Appreciate it. And after that give back, though, I sat there and I was like, wait, I need to refocus my lens. And I said, wait, what was the reason you started this company? And it was because I wanted to enhance the educational experience of the underserved youth in LA. And I wanted to help provide them with a little support system. A backpack is a support system. It's a pseudo support system. And but what I realized was, hey, Kevin, what are you doing, dude? You're actually hurting these kids right now. You got to change things up. Because we were going there and we were dropping off supplies, but we were developing a sense of entitlement in these kids. So I said, wait a second, we got to change this up. We want to make a difference. We don't want to give a difference. So we recently just changed everything because we can refocus lenses and no one gets mad. You just got to pay like $20 a day. And then you just get a receipt and try to make some money to pay for it. So what happened was we're like, all right, we got to change this up, dude. We can do it. So in order for a student to receive a backpack on the giving side now, they have to write a letter to their school about what they want to be when they grow up and how they will achieve that goal. In addition to bringing in recyclable materials like recycled bottles for recycling. And for those two ingredients, we trade them for a backpack.
Very good.
Thank you. So that's going to be pretty cool. And in regards to filling the bags, one of the things I'm very passionate about is this three-letter word when they combine an A, R, and a T. I don't know. You can call it TAR. I don't care what it's called. Art. It's a cool thing. But we wanted to help kids just develop creativity, which happens to have ART in it too, if you don't know. And so we're going to start filling it with these creative studios, which the sales of our sustainable apparel allows us to do. So if you, for instance, buy one of our sweaters that was made out of recycled plastic bottles and organic cotton, we're able to fill a backpack with these creative studios. So when you go home, you bust out our creative studio and you say, wait, Pablo Picasso, that guy looks pretty cool. All right, let me do that. And you go, oh, you don't have to have a circle, doesn't have to be a circle. All right, cool. And then the last page, they're like, what are you going to do? And then you can do it. So we're having fun. The most important thing is having fun. Go out there, have fun. You guys are awesome. Cheers. Thank you guys.